can't keep that to yourself. I smile, then you frown. I build love up, you break it down. Why you got to come here spreading your negative vibe, poisoning the party? You should just realize we've all got our problems, can we set those aside? So much going wrong, so we came to get right. Your spirit can get worn away. You got to keep it real. Your joy is something they can't steal. Why you got to come here spreading your negative vibe, poisoning the party? You should just realize we've all got our problems, can we set those aside? So much going wrong, so we came to get right. Whoa, we didn't come then we better get up. So take what we can tonight, though it's never enough. Ain't nobody gonna hold us up, ain't nobody gonna hold us down. It's time to try just something new, not caring what we're gonna do. Ain't nobody gonna hold us up, ain't nobody gonna hold us down. It's the victory I have to go. We can be more, we can be so. Take me higher, take me higher, take me higher. It's in the first for everybody. Ain't nobody gonna hold us up, ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Ain't nobody gonna hold us up, ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Ain't nobody gonna hold us up, ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Take us higher, take us higher, take us higher. It's in the first for everything and everybody. Some things I wanna know now. Some things waste my time. One thing you need never this right here's the finish line. I don't care what you tell me. Took my own advice. I don't need what you're selling. I won't pay the price. Nothing I want to know about. No, no, no. You got nothing I want to know about. Yeah, I know. Nothing I want to know about. Nothing I want to know about. No, no, no. Nothing you're gonna tell me make me change my mind. I can't listen forever. I will read your signs. Give me my time over. Let me change my life. Would we choose one another? I still think you'd find you got nothing I wanna know about. No, no, no. Nothing I wanna know about. No, no, no. Nothing I wanna know about. No. Nothing I wanna know about. Nah, nah. You and me, her and you, things that you put me through, yeah. You and me, her and you, what was I gonna do? You and me, her and you, things that you put me through. You got nothing I wanna know about. Oh no, nothing I wanna know about. Nothing I wanna know
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the audience. And this lecture will be made in English because we are, as we are going to see after, it's been shared all over the world. And all our distributors and all our clients are seeing in other countries. So the main thing that I want to do is to try to explain what BoneEasy does. In reality, if we ask, for example, to our mayor here, he will say, it's the guy from the prosthesis, right? And in reality, it's very, very important to understand what is it that we do. So we do custom-made medical devices. What is this? What is custom-made medical devices? Custom-made medical devices is a project, okay? Every patient for us is a project. And every good project has 2 points. It has to have the scope and it has to have the stakeholders, okay? So, and if our scope is to do, for example, a kid's playground, I would have to elect which is my stakeholders and which is my goal, okay? So my stakeholders will be a kid, will be an engineer, and will be an architect. So probably the engineer would see it like this, okay? The engineer would look for a project to make a kid's playground and say he's going to do something that is very, very complex. And the architect probably will do it like this, because you would like to have this project that could be with the surrounding, it could be not shocking with the surrounding. And the kids probably would see it like this. So every time we have a project, it's very important to understand everyone's opinion and which are the stakeholders. So for us, the kid would be 50% more important. Then we have the architect and only on the end, the engineer. So, and what if my project was to treat someone with a cancer? So this is my goal, my scope. So I would have to identify my stakeholders, and my stakeholder would be the patient, an engineer, and also a surgeon. So the engineer probably would see it this way, and the doctor would probably see it this way. But the patient, in reality, would see it this way. The only thing that he wants is to be with his family and everything to run very, very fast. This is full of my friends and full of users, and we know that it's very difficult for us to apply a technique. Our techniques, it should be always applied on the main interest of the patient. And we should try to be focused on what the patient wants and how can we deliver this. So, in my opinion, the patient would be 50%, the surgeon 45%, and only the engineer 5%. And this is what is our part, okay? It's very important to understand by making custom medical device, the most important thing is the patient and the surgeon. We are just a tool on their hands. We are just the ones that are going to give them something that they need to do it easier, to do it less invasive, and to get as quick as possible life for his patient. So one thing that is very important, because otherwise it would be very easy, is that we should not try to mimetize what we have in the mouth or what we have in the body, sorry. And mainly, we should have understand the surrounding and will be the focus of our lecture today, we should understand what is the surrounding of the device. Because it's not only to have a device, but all the dynamics that's going to be around him. So we need to know a lot of anatomy, and we need to do some changes on what is the regular anatomy to create involvement of the adjacent tissue. For example, when we do a mandible resection, we always try to leave some spaces. I don't know if it is here. Just looking, probably. Carlos, is here? No. No, I don't see him. Anyhow, we should look for places where to pass the muscles. If we do not make these holes for linking the masseter with the pterygoideo internal and leave a small mesh for the lateral pterygoid to pass, in reality, this will be a failure completely. So one thing that I like to do with my team is for them to involve them with the patient. Usually, when we do cancer reconstruction, I always ask for patient images, okay? I would like to my engineers to know what is the face of the patient. They always see the surgery and they always look at the final result. It's very important that we involve because we like to give 50% of the main stakeholder to the patient. And this is what we like to see. In reality, it's a young girl. It is 23 years old. She's 23 years old. And if we're not one of our solutions, this 23 years old will have a big scar on her leg because she would have to make a fibula flap. And also, she had just a little bit incision. She did not have to open all all the vessels to make anastomosis of the flap. So very little invasive, and in reality, on the other day, this patient was already chewing. If she made a fibula flap, she had to stay for 1.5 months in the hospital. So we do lots of prototyping. We try to discuss a lot about it. And for example, this case with my very good friend, which is a patient that, as you can see, and the ones that understand it better, this patient would need a maxilla advance. What is a maxilla advance? It's orthognathic surgery. So you will need to push the maxilla in the front to have the perfect profile. But we decided just to make very small prostheses to leverage the lip, to give some support to the lip. And by doing this, and on the same day, with local anesthesia, we could get this patient to this point, okay? So what we do, and it's very important we are facilitators for doctors, okay? We do not decide. We are the first company that make surgeons implants, okay? It's not that they don't have to go to the shelf to pick an implant. Now they can decide about this implant. One thing that is very important to us is to create a very big, to have a very big amount of doctors that could bring us information. In that way, we can develop the system, because the system is really, really starting. It's right on the beginning. So we need a lot of feedbacks for us and to have a lot of discussion between several doctors to get improved as fast as we can. And this is something that is very important. We always have to be focused that we work with only one goal, and the goal is the patient. So for that, I have a team which I am very proud of and I want to present you. Um, it's a it's a small team, it's a very young team, very competent people, okay? And they haven't seen yet the video, so I expect to surprise them. And they are all working and in a company that is very innovative. Somehow I felt that this is very enthusiastic to them, and they work hard. They are always available to learn, and we work as a real team. We discuss every day all the cases. We are always together. We are always trying to improve. So we have Inês, which is making a PhD inside our company with very brand new materials. So Andrea, that is responsible for this event. Pedro, we have a lot of machines that we have to work, printing machines mainly, so we need a lot of these. Sarah is one that makes less more. Oh, it's good to be the king. That's me, okay? So this is my oldest son. He doesn't let us spend any money. It's really... And she is my boss, my wife. So I am the king, but I have a boss, okay? And all the team that we have, that we are very proud. We are doing things that are very, very new. And I expect that you to have understand a little bit more of what we're doing. In reality, we also do a mix of prostheses and implants. It's something like that. It's something in the middle, okay? Barbara? No, Jose, sorry.
Hi, everyone. I'm José Coelho, the CFO of BoneEasy, and I'm here to talk about a little bit of our history and values. We started in 2013 in a small shop in Porto. Back then, we had 2 printers where we tested our products and tried to make the breakthrough on the medical device industry that we always look for. Nowadays, we are 10 members. We already put 4 products in the market, and we have a facility that have 3 clean rooms and a variety of 3D printers that we use as tools on our production process, as you can see in this video. These are our facilities, and as you can see, they are very well equipped. Right now, we serve more than 500 clients and many more patients, and we hope to do better. So, where are we going? What's the future for BoneEasy? Well, the future of BoneEasy is being the premium company that our clients and products need us to be. And for that reason, we are building new facilities to improve our energetic efficiency, to increase the size of the facilities, to equip with more clean rooms and more tools to do better research and development, and always try to improve and innovate in our area. Right now, these facilities will be here in Neuropark in Santa Maria da Feira. And right now we already sell for, we are already in the European market, Middle East, South America, and Asia. By the end of 2022, we'll be also in the North America, in the USA. What is like to have this path? Well, with a few speed bumps. the first product we launched into the market didn't hit. But we kept strong, we kept focused. And 1 year later, we already developed 2 successful products that we launched into the market and are still today very accepted by our clients. By 2020, we were elected one of the 5% best small and medium enterprises in Portugal. How do we approve our success? Well, by the increase of medical devices we sell. We have an average growth rate of all these 3 years of 143% of medical devices sold. This means that the community of medicals and doctors are way more open to our solutions than they were at the beginning. This is only possible with a big network. And right now we have 12 distributors and 5 clinical advisors. It's very important to make our case to the world and to doctors who find interesting our solutions but want to know more about it. By the end of 2026, we hope to get like this. More or less 20 distributors, 15 clinical advisors, and selling in the 5 major continents. How we are now? We estimate our sales to be, in 2022, 1.4 million. Our volume of sales in 2021 was 800,000. And we almost doubled our volume of sales from 2020 and 2021. Of course, 2020 was the pandemic year. And still, we can say that we turned the crisis around for our company because we increased our volume of sales about 60% from 2019 to 2021. So, we believe that the key to our success is deeply on our core values. That's the answer to our success. It's because we choose quality, and we have a bunch of systems to approve that quality. We are audited. We have many well, we control various aspects of our devices. We control the contamination of our devices. We do rehearsals for our medical devices to guarantee the quality. The other part is dedication and devotion. Our team dedicates most part of their lives to this mission, to help improve patients that have severe cases have a better life. And this is basically the company, a little bit of the history and the core values. I chose 6 topics for you to remember. The first one is that we are a self-made startup. We only rely on our clients, our products, and our team to succeed. The second one is that we put very high standards for ourselves. We started in 2013. 7 years later, we were chosen to be one of the top 5% small and medium enterprises in Portugal. We believe that the healthcare area is very conservative. It takes time for the solutions to enter the market and be accepted, and that's normal. So we are not trying to force our solutions. We will do it by science and by debating with our clients. No shortcuts is also a very important topic. We believe that quality matters the most. We will not change priorities from our products. We will still invest heavily in quality and then in sales strategies. We want to be a global company. We want our solutions to help patients all over the world, and doctors also that can use these solutions to improve the quality of lives of their patients also. And last but not the least is the way we look at things. We have a solving mentality. There's no problem that we cannot fix, and if we cannot fix, it's not a problem. This is what our clients can expect from BoneEasy. And thank you for choosing BoneEasy.
Hi.
Many.
I would like to talk to you a little bit about a very important part of BoneEasy that is our partners around the world. And actually, they are very important because they help us to reach all the markets around the world, and because they have the knowledge about how the market works. They are very different from one country and region to another, and we would like you to know about what they have to say about the experience with BoneEasy. And first one is Spanish partner working with us since 2019. Daniel De Pedro is the CEO of Aragonés, and let's see what they have to say. What you have to say.
Everyone. I am Daniel De Pedro, and I am director of Aragonés Dental, the company responsible for the BoneEasy portfolio in Spain. We have been working closely with BoneEasy for the last 3 years, and it's been a journey of learn and growth. We are pleased and very happy for this exciting new launch, and we expect to stay together and work for the coming years in more advances for the implant dentistry. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
The near future with the Spanish market is to achieve a huge group of Spanish clinics there, and we are about to start, and this is a great achievement for us, and we hope to continue like that with Aragonés, the Daniel company. Oh, sorry. Nicholas is our senior advisor, and he worked with us since 2018, and is the one that helped us to get contacts and to enter and conquer some hard and difficult markets around the world, as the entrance in the Asia market, for instance. And we are planning to enter in China in the near future, so he is the one responsible for this achievement. Let's hear him.
Greetings from Sweden. My name is Niklas Andersson, and I'm acting as Senior Commercial Advisor for BoneEasy. I have been working with dental implants since 2005, and I have seen how the markets are changing and developing. A couple of years ago, I joined BoneEasy to expand the global markets, and the company will soon launch in the US, together with a very strong partner. Next step in the globalization process will be Asia, which is a very interesting project for the company. The Asian markets have very specific demands, and with the patient-specific solutions from BoneEasy, I'm sure that many of the questions that surgeons faces today will be solved for the patients that can't receive dental implants. With the flexibility in the design process, where the surgeon can give input to the design, there is a very flexible workflow, which allows treatment of patients that before have been very difficult to treat with off-the-shelf solutions. So join us on our journey and shape the future.
He's the one that helped us already to enter and to get the contact to enter in the United States market, and also Southeast Asia. Next one is from Brazil. Rander is the CEO of CPMH company, and he's working with us since 2019. Actually, he came looking for BoneEasy because they need a solution to their clients, to their market in Brazil. They are looking for a solution for the maxillofacial reconstructions, and we are able to do it. So this is why we start our partnership. Here we have a very important maxillofacial surgeon from Brazil, Dr. David Zil, that Rander asked to make a testimonial about the experience with BoneEasy structures there.
Hi everyone, Dr. David Zil here, a maxillofacial surgeon from Brasilia, Brazil. And I'm speaking on the behalf of CPMH, which is one of the biggest patient-specific manufacturers in Brazil, and also a proud distributor for BoneEasy in Brazil and Latin America. So I'm here today to share a little bit of our experience working together with BoneEasy and how this can provide the best outcomes for our patients, especially those patients who already tried multiple procedures such as zygomatic implants, pterygoid implants, different types of bone grafts with no success. So now, with all this innovation, we are now able to bring these patients back to normal life, bring back to society, and with all the innovation that these two teams are bringing to us, I think this is the best partnership that any surgeon can dream of. So I hope with these new technologies and the new solutions that BoneEasy will be presenting for us, we'll be pushing the boundaries a little bit further for rehabilitating our patients, and I hope the partnership with CPMH lasts long and long and long. So after that, I think there's no other words
and
to say.
And it will be very long actually, because CPMH is
great here in Brazil,
our partner as well for the new features of the new implant we are going to show later today. Next, we are very proud to announce that we are going to really start to sell to the United States. We have a partner since 2020, and we are just waiting for several processes like the FDA appliance for to start really to start the market. Brian is the CEO of ADV Dental Technologies. I would like to show what he has to say to you.
Hello, I'm Brian Bashaw, President of Advanced Dental Technologies LLC here in North America. First, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me a moment to introduce myself and to share a few of my thoughts about the BoneEasy solutions. Hopefully by the end of the presentation this evening, you'll consider incorporating some of our solutions into your portfolio, offering your patients more options and being able to satisfy their needs. The BoneEasy portfolio of custom printed titanium devices bridge the gap between traditional reconstructions and a lack of solutions for advanced clinical needs. Our portfolio includes Mesh for You, which are custom grafting scaffolds for ridge reconstruction in preparation for traditional endosseous implants. Implantize and Implantice Compact implantable frameworks allow you to reconstruct patients who present with limited bone structure, providing an alternative that does not require extreme reconstruction to return them to oral well-being. And our ICMF devices, which are designed specifically to replace or reconstruct patients who are impacted by trauma, cancer, or other malformities. Our devices are all individually designed and manufactured for your specific clinical situation, offering critically needed alternatives for complex patient care. Our focus is to assist you and your patients as they gain a new sense of well-being in their lives. I invite you to join the BoneEasy team as we continue to innovate, applying advanced technologies and proven dental principles to restore your lives. I hope you enjoyed the program this evening and learn more about Implantice Compact and how these solutions can benefit you, your practice, and your patients. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
And we will be there in October for sure, this year. Now, from Southeast Asia, Raymond from the Asian Implant Support. Actually, are very proud to realize that we almost cover all the world already. So, Raymond since 2020 as well, cover lots of territories there with great, very important maxillofacial surgeons, and with the contact and working with very important hospitals there.
Hi everyone, I'm Raymond Low from Asia Implant Singapore. We represent BoneEasy in the Southeast Asia region. Our mission is to provide doctors and patients with surgical and restorative options. BoneEasy is such a revolutionary product. It offers easier and quicker all-on-X or maxillofacial solutions. Patients are able to carry on their lives confidently with whatever handicap they may have. This new year, our hope is that with these new innovations, we are able to generate new interests for patients who will finally enjoy their new teeth. Thank you. Have a good year ahead.
Italy, sorry. Since 2019, Massimo is a very good partner as well, with a larger experience in the Italian market, and knowing how surgeons works, and what solutions they need, and how they like them to be.
Hello, my name is Massimo Cervi. I'm the owner of Cemax Biomedical Technology. We have been distributing BoneEasy product in Italy for the last 2 years. I am proud and pleased with this choice, as the feedback to date has confirmed the effectiveness. It has allowed us to relaunch this implant solution by making it simpler, more predictable, and more reliable in the long term. That was the limit of this technique, which had been in use for several years, with a long-term complication rate not always in line with expectation, as well as appreciating and confirming the high technical quality and the precision of execution of the product, resulting from strict and widely certified production protocol. I had the great pleasure of getting to know really great people, such as the owner himself, Barbara, and all the technical staff. They are always willing to promptly respond to the needs and special requests of the surgeon. And this confirmed me that I'm working with a dynamic company willing to listen to surgeons, so that we can grow day by day. I would like to thank you for the opportunity and the trust the BoneEasy has offered me by trusting me with the distribution for the Italian market. And
it's very good to hear the good feedback from the surgeons there using our solutions.
Further improvement in clinical standard. Best wishes, and thanks again to all.
One of the most recent ones, Greece. Mainly working with maxillofacial surgeons and placing and rehabilitating complex cases with maxillofacial structures. Mr. Christie is there.
My name is Christos Angelis, and I'm the representative of the BoneEasy company in Greece. I've been working together with BoneEasy for a year now, and we have given solutions in difficult cases with big problems. Big atrophies, maxillofacial implants, aesthetic implants. I have
Those were some of the cases we already did for the Greek surgeons.
Barbara for all the help that they gave me to overcome all the obstacles. I'm very satisfied with our cooperation. I wish all the best for the company and for the novelties that you are launching. Bye-bye.
This is the most recent one from Ecuador. Felipe is very curious guy, always looking for new technologies and new solutions for maxillofacial rehabilitation. And he works with lots of maxillofacial surgeons in several countries around Ecuador, actually, not only there. And this is our new
Hi,
last partner.
my name is Felipe Sontaxi. I run a small startup company here in Ecuador, South America. We provide custom solutions for complex reconstructive cases in maxillofacial surgery. We have partnered up with BoneEasy for a long time now to be able to provide these custom solutions to our patients. My experience working with BoneEasy has been absolutely amazing. I have to highlight their compromise in providing implants with the highest quality standards there are in the market. They put their hearts and their minds into every single one of the cases that they receive to make sure that you are getting the best possible solution that there can be. I'm very happy and very thankful to be able to work alongside with BoneEasy, and all of the patients that we have been able to help with their technology are also very grateful for it. I'm very honored to be a partner with BoneEasy, and I can't wait.
Well, sorry. Actually, it's very good to know that they all of our partners really understand the value of our solutions and what we are capable to do to help their surgeons with their patients. Sorry about the video. India. Since 2019, Dr. Abdul is also a maxillofacial surgeon, so he really knows what doctors need there, the surgeons need there. And they have very complex cases, very difficult ones with related with several diseases that why it's not working? Sorry. That makes they need to complete maxillary substitution and this kind of rehabilitations, and it is a very hard country to work to with lots of. It is very demanding, you know. We are very happy to work with them. We work with several hospitals there as well, and a lot of very important maxillofacial from India and working with the universities there. And last one, Saudi Arabia, working for Middle East. Abdulaziz is also an oral surgeon. We already enter in almost all the hospitals, military hospitals in Saudi Arabia.
We are so happy that BoneEasy now in the market, and to solve all the problems in regard to the severely atrophied resorptions.
It's too noisy.
This technology now,
but we are very proud. The market in Middle East is huge, and the complications they have to resolve are more than many. And we are very proud to be able to help them to do exactly they need to rehabilitate their patients. This is a very good partnership.
Training and support for all of them.
I will pass it.
Thank you very much from BoneEasy.
So, the partners are very important because they helped us to achieve the markets and our goals, and to be able to be present in as many countries and territories as possible to take there our solutions and to help as many patients as we can through the surgeons of these countries. But is there also another part of BoneEasy that is very, very important? Our clinical advisors, because they give us the feedback, the inputs we need to develop new solutions, new features of our products, and give us the feedback of the patients, how it worked, or what were the complications, and what we can modify to make it better and useful for the patients. That is the most important in this case. So let's hear a little bit what they have to say to you from Romania, Dr. Avramanea.
I've been using BoneEasy products for a while now, both in severe atrophy cases and in facial reconstructions. I'm very happy with the results, with the whole process actually, and the patients are also very happy with the short time it takes for them to reach the final results. Looking forward to the new product. I'm sure I will be using it a lot.
Bernardo from Portugal,
from Portugal,
responsible
Club, and I have been working
some courses
with
about our
5
solutions
years
also.
I believe that these custom solutions like the ones
Performing
they
the
design
courses
and they
all over the world,
manufacture
not
are a
only in
great
Portugal.
alternative to more complex procedures like zygomatic implants or full mouth regenerations, for example. I'm a big fan of the Implantize custom implant, which allows us not only to do the surgery in one day, but also to do the immediate loading of the case in the same day. It has been a great privilege to be able to offer these treatments and these solutions to my patients for 5 years now, and I'm really looking forward for what the future is going to tell us about the new possibilities, and namely the new compact edition of the Implantize, which I already tried it and I loved it, and I believe you are going to love it as well. Take care.
Those advisors are also who do the first experiences with our new products to test it and to help us modify what is wrong. José Figueiredo from Portugal, responsible for Implantize courses in Portugal as well.
By BoneEasy. BoneEasy is a company that I saw being born and growing
today
here
at
in Portugal,
stage.
designed and developed by my great friend and visionary Rui Coelho. This company specializes in bioprinting, and the technology that supports it is outstanding. I've seen titanium printed parts used on mutilated patients that are phenomenal. Designed on the image of a tomography and printed with the highest technology, these pieces adapt perfectly to the bone defects of our patients, allowing us to obtain excellent results. I am a dentist, and in my area I often come across bone loss so great that it becomes impossible to use conventional and osseous implants to resolve it. I started using the Implantize implants in 2018. With these implants I started to rehabilitate with fixed teeth some patients who had lost hope of having a fixed dentition again. Implantize placement surgery is very predictable. We are responsible for the design of the implant. It is incredible to realize that if we manage to stabilize the implant so that there is no mobility, there is osseointegration after a few months. I am fortunate to have a partnership with my friend and excellent oral surgeon Luís Mesquita Santos, with whom I have been working on this project since the beginning. We learn a lot from each case. We rehabilitate and help colleagues who want to start using these implants. Congratulations, BoneEasy, for all your journey. over these years.
Thank you,
and
Jose, for the feedbacks you gave us.
this new compact implant that I am sure will make it even easier for any dentist to use. Thank you.
From Vietnam, one of the clinical advisors. It's not working. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Technical problems. No problem. This is one of the clinical advisors from the Southeast partner. And he already did some really difficult cases. We create an implant to solve the bone loss the patient had in the high area. No problem, Rui. Doesn't matter. Well, I will pass it. No problem.
Hi,
And
my
João
name is
Cracel Lopes
João
from
Cracel
Portugal.
Lopes. I am dentist and specialist in oral surgery by OMB Portugal. Have had many years of experience in atrophic jaws, which have been resolved with zygomatic implants. When Dr. Riquelho introduced me this system, I became fascinated because
Dr. Cracel and Dr. Jose is working with us really from the beginning.
Many rehabilitations of atrophic jaws carry out this technique has proven its efficiency by the success achieved. These structures have been improved over the last 4 years.
In this video you can see the difference from the first implant of all
In September 2021,
nowadays.
Riquelho introduced me the compact implant.
This is the new
In
of the day.
November, I was given opportunity to rehabilitate a patient with the new structure. And in my opinion, it is very good because it is easier to execute. The structure has more facility. I'm very proud to have contributed to the BoneEasy project. Well done, Riquelho, Barbara, and the whole BoneEasy team. Congratulations.
And last one. Dr. Mircea from Romania.
Hi everybody.
Actually, this is the
and I am a
brilliant
maxillofacial
surgeon.
from Romania.
Every
My
surgery
main area of expertise is
he
oral
does,
surgery and
not for the
traumatology.
implants,
But in my
are
private practice, I see a
phenomenal
lot of
anatomic
cases with
classes.
very atrophic jaw that require rehabilitation.
Anatomy classes.
These cases, as all of you know, are very challenging. For a long period of time, the tools I had at my disposal in this situation were Polonix techniques, from standard implants to zygomatic implants. A couple of years ago, I met Rui and everything changed. The individualized solution that BoneEasy offers, it's a game changer in the rehabilitation of the very atrophic patient with excellent predictable results from aesthetic and functional point of view. I strongly recommend stay tuned with the development of the individualized solution with new and improved features. Stay healthy.
So now, let's really know what we have to say about the new product. Right, Luis?
Right. Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Luis Mesquita Santos. I'm a dentist, and my practice is a focus in oral surgery, implantology, and rehabilitation. Today, I present the new Implantize, the Implantice Compact. But with Implantice Compact born the new concept. To understand the new concept is need 4 rules. The first rule is need to understand it's a difference to place an implant on alveolar bone or to place in basal bone. First rule. The second rule is understand the effect of facial expression muscles have a different rule in the severe jaw reabsorption rather than a jaw with the process alveolar. The free rule is the local for the place of the microplates is below in the muscle insertion which in the front of the vestibule. And finish, and for the rule is need, we understand for the creation, the blob creation, the frame details like more rugosity or grids in the mesh, the geometries for the better muscles integration for the muscles, but not for the muscles, but also the fibromucosa integration in the various locals in the implant. Me and Jose and Bernardo and Georgita from Romania studying and writing the new concept. This concept shares the musculoskeletal integration concept. It's mean the MIC is a concept that assumes the lack of the keratinized tissue around the emergence of the implants, and fixations are done with the screws that are protected by the muscle attachment with the determined line of the front of the vestibule. So, in 2016, performed by the Rui, yet a dentist in this moment, 2016, performed the first surgery with the first Implantize. This Implantize is a typical design, the superior implant. In the 2018, create the Implantice Hybrid. Past 2 years, create a little aspect, must very important aspect. So, to create the linked with the VAR, the 2 process piriform and process zygomatic. More stability and less the bending of over the multi-units after the mastigation, the force of mastigation after rehabilitation. And now, in 2022, launched the Implantice Compact. This is the first surgery performed the Rui, the first Implantize in 2016. This Implantize have a design and concept, the typical superior implant, based in triploidism, the Lincoln implant. But the Rui and company ensures the more predictable, the success and long term. The surgery is the perform the local anesthesia. And create the big flaps, the mandible, incisional metal line, the mandible, and resection the muscle, mental nerve, mental muscle. And now show it the mental nerve. Create a flap, lingual flap. And test and putting the first Implantize. We designed the superior cell implant. Drill and put the screws. Mental zone. Look, this design is a typical triploidism. There are resistant in the implanted Lincoln. Let's go. And this performed the surgery. This moment, they performed the Implantice Hybrid for me and my colleague, José Figueiredo. It's a typical jaw atrophic. The planing, the workflow planing. And this image, you see with guide the bone preparations for the putting implant. These bone preparation are most important because our part implant, I believe, integration. In this moment, the burrs is not calibrated, but now the new Implantice Compact, the burns have a calibration with a guide. In this moment, the guide is a resin guide, the bollop. Now, all guides make it in the titane. These screws are the simple screws, the microplatings, using in the orthognathic surgery or for reducing the fractures. Perform the perforation, the zygoma, and the process canine, or lower the fossa nasal. Put the screws. In the Implantize Hybrid, the screws for the zygoma, it implantize the length at 13 milliliters, 12 and 13 milliliters. The other side, the same thing. Okay. For the creation, the Implantize the upper jaw, the company Baziad and the microplates using in the orthognathic surgery and reduce the traumas. They have the midi face. These plattings and screws have studied more than 100 years. It's more to comprimate. And in the design, the Implantize for the mandible, using the design created by Michelet Champy, is an oral surgeon, French, create the lines for reduce with the platings for reduce the fractures. So, this the new design, the Implantice Compact. What the difference? The first difference in zygoma approach, using now the screws, the 2.7 millimeters of diameter for the 22 millimeters of the length. Okay, this is the perforation as what a guide with a guide. Okay, use the lung burrs and the handpiece, like the put implant conventional zygoma. all screws around the nasal fossa and process piriform as self-perforations. No is needed to put the burr. The guide is a titanium with the sleeves calibrate for the burns, for creation the local for put the short implants with the microplates, the Implantize. Is most important aspect in this case the local, the preparation for the micro or short implants with Implantize, the VAR, the link Implantize, a short implant are more axials and with the good assentment of the bone in this zone, in process piriform and the posterior zone for the start the pyramidal process at zygoma. This implant in two parts now, the left and the right part. Okay. Is the design the mandible, Implantice Compact. The same thing, the guide in titanium and the bone preparations with the guides calibrates, with the guide correlates for the birds. The screws, self-drilling screws, self-perforations. The system multi-abutment is the same thing. And design is most important. That's the lateral VAR, the implant, is designed to create for the VAR stay and under the oblique stern line, for the muscular layers go over in this part, and this part linked the bar for the multi-abutments. This is a part for the integration. The typical conventional integration, the conventional implants and DOS. Now is a video for performing the implant. Implantice Compact. The first the guide and fix it with pins. Have a kit. Creation the burrs calibrated for the preparations. Annuals, locals. After remove the titanium guide and put one part the implant, or right or left part. This is a guide for the drill, the zygoma, and put the drill in the local and pass the drill for perforations. You see the small hole in this local around the multi-unit abutment. This will use it for the better fibromucous integration in this zone, because the chasing is a typical zone, this chasing in this zone, the postural zone, and start the process piriform, process pyramidal form up until the zygoma. Put the self-tapering the screws in a nasal zone and piriform zone. Okay, the first case and surgery performed me and Jose and last year was a partial case, and look depicts the good stillment, the titanium guide in this side, the maxilla, and create the preparation also with birds calibrated. In this implant, utilizes the approach, the concept approach, the typical concept approach palatal, where the resections and the adhesions have the zone. In this session, the muscles in this zone. This is a video to perform the surgery. Is the piece, the partial case, is the guide, and fix the guide with pins. This guide was for the reduction vertical and prepare the parts for the short implants, the Implantize. Fix it. Inside the put the Implantize side. Fix it with a pin in this zone. This moment performed the partial endossio for the short implants with Implantize and microplates. In the other side, with guide reduce vertical reduction in the bone. All these steps is a planning in the workflow digital for the create, the design, the implant for this case. With calibrated bone, with a guide, create the preparation in the bone for the micro Implantize, micro short implant with Implantize, fixed Implantize with screw around zygoma, look, the preparations, and good stillment, the piece over the bone. Now, all perforations in zygoma with the end piece is the same thing that put the zygoma conventional implant in zygoma. Screws, self-perforations. Now we need to put the drill in this case. And the key hand put the implants. The diameter 2.7 the diameter and 22 millimeters of the length. For the put the implant in this zone, it no need the creation the big flap, because this side, when it started the process zygomatic, and after it started the insertion the master. They put the self screw perforation. And this zone is a process piriform zone. Okay, look. The right side with the conventional implants in this zone. This result, immediate result with CVCT post-surgery in the same day. Second case. The case is the full R case. Big difficult case was a retreatment of the implants. Is the case was performed with local anesthesia. It's error, but you understand and you see the planing and the result final after the surgery with CVCT. To workflow the digital planing, this case is a very important aspect for in the typical case was a problem when the perforation with the drill for the one left, maybe the put the screws in the zygoma because the handpiece and the bird touch in process PD form, the left side, and very difficult for the past the drill and screws in this zone. Thank you.
Let me leave you just with some clinical cases we know some surgeons that worked with us did before we leave. So this is one case from Bernardo. From Dr. Abram Manea from Romania, maxillectomy. From Dr. Tuan Anta from Vietnam. From Dr. José Figueiredo. Oh, sorry, too quick, maybe. Okay. A brilliant case from Dr. Mircea, a total mandible reconstruction. This patient has a very poor quality of life, and thanks to Dr. Mircea and the solution we were capable to manufacture, nowadays is a really happy patient with a very good quality of life, totally different as you can see, and moving perfectly the mandible. Last one, right from Portugal. And with a very good soundtrack. So as Luis already told you, this is the new product and its futures, and we hope you all can try it and you can enjoy it. And we will be very glad that if you are able to help some patients with this kind of solutions. We are here for helping you with it. Very quick surgery, very different from the old version of the implants. Very easy to place, or more easier to place than the other one. And from our point of view, more predictable and with very good results until now. So this was what we wanted to show to you all here, and we want to thank you all for being here with us today.
Can I have sound? Ok. Obrigado. Na realidade, nós acabamos de parar a transmissão agora que estávamos a fazer para o exterior. Obrigado a toda a gente por ter vindo.